down. He will make you cry. Please welcome Colton Harpie.
Let me get one more round of applause for no reason at all. So the other day, I got to go to the doctor's, and I hate going to the doctor's because, I had to get a physical. So I go into the doctor's to get a physical, and I just find it so odd because it's like 2 minutes after meeting the guy, he's got his hand down the drawers, yanking on my sack, and demanding me to call. Now I'm just thinking, what if this type of thing went on in the business world? I go into an interview. Mr. Harpie, we see you are clearly overqualified for this job. Judging by your resume, we would love to hire you. Now I'm going to stick my hand down your drawers, grab your sack, and you cough. What if this went on a date, though? This could be a good thing. This could be a good thing. I go on a date with a girl. I go to her, Luann, you look so beautiful tonight. I would love to give you a kiss. She goes, Colton, I'm not doing that. You know I don't kiss on the first date. I go, okay, you don't kiss on the first date, but do you mind letting go of my nutsack because I can't stop coughing? Who's seen that show, To Catch a Predator? Yeah. All right, every time I watch this show, I just think to myself, how do these guys not catch on? I mean, the show's been on for what, like 10 years now? And you got the same setup, with the same goddamn house, the same little girl, and the same little glass of lemonade that used to lure you in. And yet these guys are still getting caught. And then the host, Chris Hansen, comes out, and he goes, why don't you have a seat right over there? Yeah, right over here. The guy comes out, and he's like, oh, man, I was just here to talk. You were just here to talk? You drove 19 hours to talk to a 12-year-old girl? Then they sit down, and they're in a frantic at this point, and they're like, oh yeah, man, I was just here to talk, conversation and lemonade. She's the best combination these days. Then, I'm thinking to myself, you might as well have stayed home and jerked off to an episode of Hannah Montana. I'm not speaking from experience, I'm just saying that. So then the dummy runs outside, gets tackled to the ground, and arrested. I feel like they should rename the show To Catch a Moron. Seriously. So yesterday, actually, I go back to Connecticut, and I'm driving down a side street, and I see a few 8-year-old girls selling lemonade. Then I drive by, I stick my finger out the window and said, fuck you, I ain't falling for that shit. Yeah! Thank you. So, this is my first time staying in New York. And I'm real excited, and I'm actually staying in Chelsea. And I come back the other night, and my brother's, he's pumped to go out. He's like, Colt, we gotta go out tonight. And I'm like, I'm real tired. And he's like, I don't care, you're coming with me. So, I go with him, I play a good sport, and on a side note, my brother's not that good with the ladies, okay? So, as you can tell by this going on here, I'm a pretty good wingman. So, I go out with my brother, and, we show up to the club, and it's totally packed with guys, and I'm thinking, all right, the night's young, it'll pick up. So as the night goes on, I start to question my surroundings, I see a couple guys grinding on the dance floor. To my right, I see a few guys making out. I even see a colorful rainbow flag over my left shoulder, and I start to think, okay, this night's getting kind of weird. But even then, I don't doubt it. I'm like, all right, I'm being positive. It's going to pick up. So I go out on the dance floor, and at this point, I'm trying to find a nice young lady to dance with. So I feel a paw go down my pants and grab onto my nutsack, and another one, and out of natural reaction from getting a fistful, I start coughing, and my brother goes,